Roswell data, or legend. The Roswell Incident of 1947 occupies a unique place in modern American mythology. Unlike later UFO encounters grounded in censored data or pilot testimony, Roswell began as a mundane military press release and evolved into the most enduring extraterrestrial narrative in popular culture. Today I want to examine Roswell by focusing on the historical data available at the time, later official disclosures, and what those facts do and do not justify us in believing. In early July of 1947, debris was recovered from a ranch near Roswell, New Mexico, owned by Mac Brazel. Brazel brought the debris to local authorities, who contacted Roswell Army Airfield, home of the 509th Bomb Group, the only nuclear-capable bomber unit in the world at that time. On July 8th, the Army issued a press release stating that it had recovered a flying disc. Newspapers across the country reported the story. Within hours, the military reversed course. General Roger Ramey held a press conference explaining that the debris was from a weather balloon, and photographs were released showing foil, rubber, and wooden sticks. Officially, the story ended there. The key figures in bringing this event to public attention include Mac Brazel, Public Information Officer Walter Haut, General Roger Ramey, and decades later, researchers like Stanton Friedman, who revived interest in Roswell long after the fact. For decades, Roswell remained a minor curiosity. That changed in the late 1970s and 1980s when UFO researchers began re-examining the case. The most significant official responses came in the 1990s, when the Air Force released 2 reports. In the first report, the Air Force explained that the debris was part of Project Mogul, a classified balloon program designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests. At the time, the program was secret, and personnel were instructed to conceal its purpose. This provides a plausible explanation for the initial confusion and conflicting statements. In a second report, the Air Force addressed claims of recovered alien bodies. It concluded that these stories likely resulted from confused memories of anthropomorphic test dummies used in high-altitude experiments during the 1950s. So what about evidence for non-human intelligence? The strongest arguments rely on the original flying disc press release and later claims that the materials were unusual. But the physical evidence documented at the time matches balloon technology. No verified artifacts of unknown origin have ever been produced. No materials with anomalous properties have been independently tested. There is no chain of custody and no contemporaneous documentation supporting claims of extraterrestrial craft or bodies. From the other side, the case against non-human intelligence is straightforward. Core claims evolved decades after the event. Secrecy alone does not imply aliens. Classified military programs routinely generate confusion, and the Air Force explanations account for the known data without invoking extraordinary assumptions. Applying Occam's razor, the explanation involving classified balloon technology requires far fewer assumptions than an extraterrestrial crash, followed by a flawless global cover-up. If Roswell were evidence of non-human intelligence, we would expect preserved physical artifacts, contemporaneous documentation, or repeatable, verifiable data. None of these exist. Roswell remains fascinating, but fascination is not evidence. When examined carefully, the incident teaches us less about aliens and more about how ambiguity, secrecy, and storytelling can harden into belief. Until evidence emerges that clearly exceeds the explanatory power of human technology and institutions, Roswell remains a lesson in epistemological humility.